What are you cooking today, Miss Martha? Well, I'm making breakfast cookies. This morning, my husband, it's Monday morning, he's getting ready to go to work. He was just standing on the other little side of the kitchen, just kind of standing like this, all sad looking. I said, what is it? He goes, oh, nothing wrong with here. I said, well, there's cereal, fresh milk and cereal. And he goes, no. I mean, there's no biscottis, there's no cookies, there's no sausage biscuits, where are the baked goods at? Yeah, I was giving you guys a break because we've got that coconut cake that I'm going to make at the end of the month for Robert's birthday, and I want y'all to save up, your calorie space for that, because that's a caloric heavy cake. It's it's an old-fashioned icebox coconut cake. There's nothing vegan at all about that cake that I'm getting ready to bake for my son's birthday, but it's his favorite. He's loved it his whole life. It was my mama's favorite cake, which she called his Mimi, and it's his favorite birthday cake. But I'm like, okay, honey, I'll make you some vegan breakfast cookies. So when he gets home from work today, he'll have something over there that he can nibble on that doesn't feel like it's a sweet. That it feel like he's eating healthy when he's got all his nuts and seeds in it and there's no cholesterol to it. First tip, though, is I'm using the silicone molds. I'm doing cookies, so I'm only going to put just one little scoop in here and flatten them down. But this keeps them from spreading out all over the parchment paper on the baking sheet. Even though they're silicone molds and supposed to be no stick, I'm going to take a little almond oil on a paper towel real lightly and wipe them down, because there are a lot of seeds and nuts in here, and that just gives a chance for something to try to grab on and stick to it. So that my oven is preheating at 350 degrees over there. So let's go through how to make the cookies. I usually tell everybody the ingredients at the beginning of the recipe, or the video, I should say, because my husband likes to share his bakes on the job site. He shares them at Bible studies and at church and whatnot. And that way, if anybody has any kind of allergy, he doesn't have to say, I can't remember if it's got coconut or which nuts are in it, or palm nuts or tree nuts. He didn't have to. They say, check my wife's video. And they can go through and they can go, oh, okay, I'm not allergic to anything. This is great. Yeah, I can have some. I can have a lot. Oh, they're delicious. Give me more. So these could be the ingredients. We're going to have a wet bowl, a dry bowl, an add-in bowl, and a little topping bowl. And it's simple, simple, simple. I have talked more at the beginning of this video it's going to take to make these whole cookies, but let's go to the wet bowl. We've got agave syrup, maple extract, applesauce, macadamia milk, sunflower butter. Did I mention these were vegan? They're vegan. Okay, my dry ingredients are chickpea flour, almond flour, flax seeds, a little bit of brown sugar, peanut powder, and just a little bit of salt. That's the dry ingredients. Now my add-ins are, we've got, it says a lot of nuts. We've got almonds, pecans, macadamias, sunflower kernels, pistachios, and also we've got some cranberries in that. So that's our add-ins. So once we have mixed up the wet bowl, made the dry bowl, made the add-in bowls, our last bowl will be the topping bowl, which is a little bit of it's the same kind of topping that goes on the biscotti. It's raw sugar and sea salt, coarse ground. So I'll get started on the mixing things up so we can go ahead and get these cookies in the oven and baking. See you in just a minute. Go get yourself a cup of coffee. These go great with coffee. They are a breakfast cookie after all. I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, I've got everything proportioned out here. The recipe will be down in the directions or description of Miss Martha Loves to Cook digital cookbook page for breakfast bars. Here's the wet ingredients. We're going to slowly add in dry ingredients. Stir that in. Add more dry ingredients. Stir that in. Once I get all that incorporated, then we'll add in the nuts, and then we'll take it by the scoops and we'll fill up our muffin tins. I'll pick back up with you then, because we'll top it off with the sugar, salt mixture, and we'll put them in the oven to bake at that time. See you in a minute. Okay, this is your dough, your batter. Should be a nice stiff cookie dough batter type consistency. Now the other scoop I had out was a little bit larger than I want them to be. I don't want them to be muffins. I want them to be cookies, breakfast cookies. So I got the smaller scoop out here. I'm going to put one scoop each. I'm going to go back with a little spoon and we're going to flatten the tops of them before they bake, so they'll stay down into the cup size of the muffin tin here. We'll put them in the oven 350 degrees. We're going to bake them for 15 minutes. I'll see you in a second. Okay, going in to bake. Okay, the oven timer just beeped. Let's get the cookies out. Ouch. Can you see how beautiful they look? Oh, that's heavy, that's hot. We'll put the others in and then we'll pick back up. Okay, that's your breakfast cookies. How beautiful they are. Okay, I've got the next batch in there. So this is a dozen. Let's see, another dozen in there. I got enough to do, so I'm going to get at least 3 dozen cookies, but I'm not going to hold you to the video while I keep, this pans have to cool, then I'll fill the molds back up, and then I'll do another bake. I'll let the thumbnail be a picture of them all in the glory. Unless my husband comes in first. You know, when he comes in, he gets them. That's hard to tell him, wait, I got to let them all finish baking so I can see how many count I get out of this batch, where I've tweaked the recipe to make it vegan. And he's kind of like, yeah, but they smell so good, I got to eat one. So we'll see how many withstand if he comes in first before I take the thumbnail. Thank you for watching. I hope you would enjoy making these yourself one day. It's a Meatless Monday here. We're going to be doing a impossible meat stir fry in a little bit. I don't know if I've got time to make a video of that too, but these are our dessert, and they'll be my husband's snack throughout the week. So it's a taste. Let's show you. Oh, you want to break? Is it cool enough for me to open one up yet? Let's see. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, those are tasty. Well, I might as well eat it because I've opened it, haven't I? I'm gonna finish this cookie.